It's a little better today after 2 victories against the Red Sox. They'll look for a sweep.
Their offense, their lineup has been hit and miss, and lately, the last 2 days.
Big league games. So resplendent in blue, the Blue Jays.
For Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So who's going to hit third? Opener.
31-year-old left-hander Brendan Bernardino. He came out of the bullpen this season. Low walk guy, high strikeout. He will be around.
Well, you know. Here's Merrifield, who went 0 for in the home plate. Umpire is ready. And we're underway with one hit hard. 2-2. And a swing and a miss here as Merrifield strike
over the Green Monster.
Day for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Belt is in there playing first base and in the 2 spot. And that one's fouled straight back, 1-1. It's too hot for him. And that's strike 3 called. So Bernardino
for the plate.
So I'm pretty sure after
aren't afraid to see some pitches. They're Schneider in a good spot.
Takes one at the knees.
He was just away, and then that one, that was an just in time to foul it off.
Fouls off and base hit. Davis Schneider is now
and a half jokingly said, so Davis Schneider in the 3 spot, and he's
the at bat. Now George Springer hitting it at least to the outset of the game for swing and a miss. 0-2. Forgets some things and oh, sorry.
He knew
he was before he came to the majors, but not every Blue Jay fan. He's a cult hero already. Hard down the left field line of Schneider on his way to third, and he's got to be difference
for this team going down and this heat up like we have seen over the last few days. That's going to help.
And playable and caught by Sox, including Masataka Yoshida. 3 hits.
And last time out against the Orioles, went 6 innings, allowing 4 runs. Deep counts, 113 pitches.
Man sends a high fly to left. All kinds of
body, so you can use many different methods, but stayed with
Yoshida. All 3 hits he's got in this series. Joe's on the leaderboard. Second. And an easy play for Davis Schneider, 2 down.
Gets the start in right field with Springer DHing. Chat there.
And no doubt about that one. Get a ball breaking away from him. It just kind of serves it to right to them after every pitch. What's Bassett think?
Further than Vladdy does, just because he's comfortable doing that and feels that he can get back to.
Who hit a 3-run homer for the. It down the line. That's a fair ball. Skips up into hit very hard at all, but it's second and third.
Good example right here. That pitch that bounces up into the seats.
Batters made outs, and then a single right on the inside. That clock ran down. Yeah, it did. That's a time violation. Well, I
saw the clock going down to 4, 3, 2, and 1, and I thought, you know,
after not playing yesterday. If you can't get here on time, this is. And there are those who think it stems back to Friday. Verdugo's been benched. He was benched early back in the lineup today. Belt has to go to second.
Won their last 2 games. He's provided us with some energy, Dan.
A lot of cool stuff happening around Davis Schneider the last. And he's getting to start in his 3rd game in a row.
An ERA over 7. And a nice job for Alex Cora's club. He's ball and a slider.
Start today out in right field, and he'll ground out to second with that forearm wrist. Cleveland, but hopefully, because he did play a couple of games after he was games in a row, but not catcher. You don't have. There's a strike and a full count. Kevin Kiermaier to left field. That's a base hit. The Blue Jays.
Just a hair short.
He's hit in the 9th inning and his only at bat of the game. Off a left line and almost get more than that. Whoa.
Staying in there extra long. You talked about how big his hit was yesterday near your chin.
Reyes' turn to fight the sun, and he'll make the catch. Paul DeYoung batting 9th and playing short again today. Ever seeing a violation by a middle infield. Swing and a miss by DeYoung as Murphy into the basement in the American League East. There were some people who Story, and he's still on. Rick swing, tapper, and
So softly hit with that check swing.
But he was obviously in the game, and he was out at second. And as has been said by everybody, I'm not the first to believe McGuire raised his third base coach. McGuire lines out to center. Kiermaier the catch.
A third base coach for that play. You're off between hitting a home run until it goes over the wall, and you can see the fist up in the air into it, and you've had a bit of an off-field distraction earlier.
And that's inside for Bull Force
off of it, but no excuse as a base runner, and that's why I don't think you ever
that they had last night.
That was entertaining too.
That was a whole other story. So he could miss some time against the Blue. And Schneider, DeYoung, belts for the double from Chris Murphy to get this inning going. Boy, Reyes got that from Glove.
And this when he comes and gets it, he knows he has to get rid of it.
And hits one foul. And one is down, and he's done it. At first with one out, and here's Davis Schneider, who already has a big. Mr. Schneider doesn't get
third baseman's way over that. It's just smart base.
And a swing and a miss. Schneider strikes out. And dropped off the. But the belt's got to go back as that ball bounced out of play.
He got there.
That's a very encouraging sign.
Myself. See, even for error, but this is the big leagues. You should be able to throw three. The lefties do damage against him, but it's just.
And it's off the wall. Coming to score on a big double.
Pitch to Chapman right there.
Hits feel like for stretches this season.
Over the final weeks of this season.
Up the alley in left center, and that's Chapman is in, and Biggio.
Vladdy getting the day off. Springer staying on this pitch very well. Driving it into the left.
Alejandro Kirk had a base hit his first time up.
But by dropping a bunt down, and it did get things going.
And now Kirk walks, knowing another lefty was probably coming in after that. So now Kevin Kiermaier. Left side, a base hit. His way home, and he is in there.
Here's Kevin again, mudding that third base bag sharply.
Down ball to short. Reyes bobbles, recovers, and
a lot of those little things.
But he's also like sneaky practical joker.
Oh, yeah.
Yoshida, Turner, and Devers in the air, more to the opposite field. And awfully bounced it up the first baseline. Brandon Belt was playing so far off the line. The PitchCom transmitter, and he wanted a slow breaking ball, which is kind of odd. He was with it. Young. And plenty of time to get him. 2 down. That's where it all starts.
It sure is. And I think that pitch is strikeout Yoshida.
Pumps in a strike. Right there at the knee. Very expressive. And he's not going to like that one. Bassett leading Detroit 5-1. That's in the bottom of the third at as Merrifield takes a walk.
With Washington, Colorado, Oakland, and Kansas City.
Yeah. Got a slow breaking ball. And and strike 3 called. Hit off Brennan Bernardino in the first. Struck out against Kerr 4 against him in a couple of games. And guess what he has done again? Full force here in his first 3 games in the big leagues.
His teammates agree with you, Dan. Arrive in a new city. There is a new player. It just gives the whole lineup.
7 for 11. And to say it was a no-doubter.
Blue Jays had to do something. They had to shuffle the deck. They had to.
So it is 6-0. And how about if you're George, you're 4.
Gets you. I think he understands.
Back of first. And in foul territory, the catch is Laddie out. John Schneider puts him in the 3 spot.
So you like the righty lefty.
As this one sent down the line, and a good nothing Blue Jays. Bottom of the fourth, 4 in the leading off bottom 4 against Chris Batt. Hits it to deep right field, and it is out of here. Chapman into left field. That'll be a base hit. Urias. And a strike in.
And it's called a sink. But the release point is very different.
Breaking ball is popped up right center, and it's Kiermaier. And he got him. Chased a curveball down and in. 2 days about why Trevor Story's not back with the team yet. And that's ball.
Give him a breather, a little bit of a reset and a refocus.
With Jarren Duran up, he is 0 for 2 today. Going 2 down, full count, and he did. This is
pretty cool.
This is pretty cool, yeah. And he's had with 2 outs that inning.
His approach against lefties, it just seems to the focus.
And Biggio takes a walk. You know, the lineup can look different depending on who's in there.
The kind of wild card guys, you don't know what they're doing when they step in the box, and I mean that
times this afternoon. Biggio's running. And hit. Biggio's going to come in to score for stretches. They had 18 hits, and that's a base hit.
Always nice to.
And the only play is to first, so Merrifield.
Snyder's a guy that keeps the ball in the air pretty well too.
And that looked like the old unintentional. Has ever opened up his major league career with 7 hits in 1980. Ooh. Negatively or negatively for an individual, for a team, just so tough to predict. It's going to be caught out there by Yoshida. But
times you'll see runners take a step or 2 forward, thinking to do it against the better teams, against the better.
Right center for Chapman. On his way home. For Boston, Richard Blyer.
Blyer pitched on Friday night.
What a play. Man, how did going? The crash is coming.
In this heat.
Leads it off. He's 0 for 2. One to left center, and Kiermaier. The throw into second.
Day and getting that ball in, but he plays this ball perfect.
Can't do it any better. Bare hand. So here's up shallow left. DeYoung is out, but Merrifield comes. They're out at second. On the first 2 down as the runner comes out. In my opinion, anyways, and having been passed by teams as well.
Series on the road trip to Seattle and San Francisco.
And Bassett's on to Belt, and that's the inning.
Jays hope to carry this momentum right into Cleveland for 4.
Kiermaier's got a couple of RBIs. This one popped up for Casas, and Kirk retired.
Faced some good pitching in Cleveland too. Certainly they. Cleveland.
And Kiermaier strikes last inning. Scooped up at short by Chang, and a 11-1 Blue Jays going to the bottom. And he's hit.
Slow.
Hit pretty well. Kiermaier's back. He jumped. Somebody out. Something going on with Kiermaier. The elbow, yeah, you can see there. He cut his elbow.
Well, he's always feeling for the wall, knows where he's at, and he timed.
And that's what they were thinking too, as he strikes. 1-2. He went.